Cisco, Des, and Wes. It's the After Hours Podcast. They'll make you laugh, they'll make you cry, they'll make you wonder why they said that. We got a big guy, new guy, mom, and a pigeon guy morning show on KS95. Sit back and relax, cause it's time for the After Hours Podcast. Yeah.
So what is it, Des?
Okay. Finally. I just had like a brain fart yesterday. If you were listening, I couldn't remember what the original song was to that, podcast song that my husband did. And it's Ain't No Time to Quit Drinking.
Oh, yeah.
Duh.
I was
like-
the whole way home going, and I'm like, I can't. I even was Googling it. Poor Taylor with his last name. You Google his name and it just comes up young Taylor Swift songs.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. You have to be very specific. Like if you want to use a song like on Instagram, you have to write Taylor Young. Ain't no time to quit drinking.
Does he have songs under like the Taylor Young band?
No.
Or anything like that?
Nope. He's not a band. He's just a him.
What's wrong? Are you hearing her heater?
I can hear it in the background, yeah.
Oh,
I
it's
couldn't hear
fine.
her live
I'm
in there.
freezing.
She's very cold.
You can't
She's
make me
cold.
turn it off.
She goes, feel my hands are so cold. I'm like, your hand is so warm.
Well,
She
that's
goes,
because I was in
"Oh."
front of a heater.
Can you sit on them the whole time?
Sit on your
No,
hands?
I was sitting on my hands, but now
I
I'm
do
just,
that too.
I feel like I put my,
My
hand
arms are cold.
in between my legs awkwardly.
I always sit with my hands
because
like when I'm cold.
it's so warm right there.
I do it when I sleep.
That's what they taught us in football back in the early days before they had like hand warmers and stuff
Mhm.
that all the players they're like down the front of your pants.
Yeah.
Your crotch is going to be your warmest spot on your body.
See, and that's why I think the Spideys are going to want to get in there.
So
It's
cozy
nice
and warm.
Welcoming.
Was
Very
that Friday where
welcoming.
you were telling about? Was that you were telling my wife and my
And
sister and
your
everything?
sister.
How you don't sleep naked because you don't want spiders
Yes.
getting
And your sister's like, you know what? I like to be covered up too. That's a very, very valid thing that could happen. Your
Nobody
sister's
wants
smart.
spiders in their hoo-ha.
Mm-mm.
Marie just wants to be covered up too because she doesn't want Wes in her hoo-ha.
Jesus.
I will sleep. She sleeps in a full zip up. I'm like, how can that even be comfortable? You have a
Oh.
zipper
It'd be so hot.
all the time. Dude, I'm telling you, Pidge, she has pants on, like yoga pants, a full zip up. She's under our comforter, and then she puts 2 other blankets on top of her.
No way.
In the summertime. I mean, we
But-
have the air conditioning on, but our air conditioning's at like 76.
She also is a girl. who came-
76? I'm sorry, Des.
76.
Yeah, we keep it very warm compared to other people.
That's
Sorry
too
to cut
hot.
you off. That's
Way too
insane.
hot. That's ridiculous. But you guys, this makes sense. She is the girl who came home from the Pride Parade and she was so hot because she was in jeans and it was felt like 90 degrees out there when the sun was just beating down on us. All of us went home and went to air conditioning. What'd she do?
Yeah.
Built a campfire.
Outside.
Built a campfire.
funny.
I'm like, have you lost your mind? You want to come down and sit by the fire with me? It's super cozy down there. I'm like, cozy means gross. No. We've been out in this for hours today. Even when we went to the bar after, it was so hot and humid in that bar. I'm
I
like, no.
know.
Yeah, that was weird. I'm like, it's so hot in here too.
It's like we walked in, I went, oh, sweet relief. Then we waited for a bit and got a drink. Met a new fun listener named Jane, by the way, in
Oh, yeah,
said bar.
She was fun.
She was so cool. But then we moved to the back and all of a sudden I'm like, how am I dripping with sweat again?
Right.
Ah,
So hot.
humidity, dumb
I wonder
Minnesota.
if downtown is like that because also the Loon, when you go into the Loon, oh my God, it's so hot in there.
I think about when you go to New York. Have you ever been to New York City in the summer?
Oh, yeah. It's brutal there. Brutal.
It's concrete jungle.
like
and-
everything in there is
Yep.
hot.
Because
and
all the
that's-
buildings reflect and yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like that's just kind of with Minneapolis. That's what you're getting is all those big buildings.
Oh, because you go inside any of those buildings and it's just warm.
Or they're old buildings and their AC doesn't work very well.
Could be that. Very well could be that. So I got an Instagram DM. People slide up in my DMs. And what about you, Pigeon?
Oh,
One about me?
Yeah, this one's
Pidgey.
about you.
Uh-oh.
People like to send me the stuff because I guess I talk the most, or I come up with the things we talk about on the podcast.
Oh,
Somebody
yeah.
said Heimscheister. It's German for someone who can only poop at home. Literally, it means home scheiter.
Oh, I get it.
you're a
Heimscheister.
home shiter.
You're a home scheister.
Heinscheister?
Heimscheister. Heimscheister.
That's funny.
Heimscheister.
I am a Heimscheister.
You
are.
can only poop at home.
Yeah, if I can help it, unless it's an absolute on the way to a concert, gotta run to a gas station type sitch.
The Katy Perry situation.
Mhm.
Oh.
Then I will book it home if I have to.
You're a Heimscheister.
I'm a Heimscheister, a total Heimscheister.
You never do at work.
No,
Huh.
I'm a again, Heimscheister.
Wow, that's
Meister.
a neat little Heimscheister Meister.
Yep. Yep.
I'm not a
Is that
Heimscheister.
is that weird?
I mean, I just like, things
When you
happen.
gotta go, you gotta
Yeah.
go.
That's what I never think about it. Doesn't matter where I am.
I mean, you can't, it's not healthy to hold things.
No.
No,
Mm-mm.
but I just like I don't know, germs. I feel like a men's bathroom is much grosser than a woman's bathroom.
It's true.
Because think like men, like if Wes is using the urinal and I go in there, I have to use the toilet just to pee. But people splash and spray, don't have
Okay.
the best control. That's what I'm saying. It grosses me out.
Yeah.
Pigeon and I
Yeah.
just had this conversation yesterday that I was like, God, I'm wearing shorts. And I went in there, used the urinal, and I'm like, I could feel the splashback on my shins. And I'm like, damn it. But it made me think when I'm wearing jeans, I don't feel it. So it's only just splashing on my jeans and I don't wash them, And you agree though, right? This happens to dudes all the time. Like we get the splashback and it's like you pointed out, Pidge, it's not just yours that's splashing back. It's whatever is also in that urinal too.
Does it just hit and then go right down, or is there a pee trough where like it just all sits there?
There's
The
a
pee
little
troughs are
bit of-
weird.
They
Pee
don't
are.
troughs
get
are weird.
it.
I don't like those.
Those are
but,
the weirdest thing ever. I've been to some concert venues that have the pee troughs, and I'm like,
like for
what?
women or just
No,
like, yeah, okay.
women.
Well, that's why I was like,
What do you do? Sit on
Why
a
in the
trough?
men's room?
Why would I
What are you
just
doing in
sit
the
on a
men's room,
trough?
TJ?
line
If I
of
had
women-
Sit
to,
on a
I
trough,
would.
me and Des right next to each
line
other
of
in a
women just on
line.
a
Your
trough.
little legs don't
No,
hit the
I
Yeah,
was just-
holding ourselves up
I was
like
like,
this
oh.
while we pee.
Sidebar,
No.
was it was me, you, and Marie. We all went into the bathroom at the same time. I wondered if Marie was weirded out
Yeah,
by it.
I think she might have been.
I knew you
I
weren't.
got weirded by. I got an energy shift.
Because
when it was all the one stellar, because me and
Yeah.
Taylor and Hutch all were in the same bathroom then too.
Because we
I got-
opened it and we all went in because we thought it was just a regular. And then we went,
Yeah.
oh, and I went, who cares? We have to pee and we have to hurry.
Yeah.
So I was quick.
She's
pants
peeing,
down,
and
pee-
I'm looking at her while we're talking, and
And
Marie's
Marie's
got
like-
her back to her. I felt an energy shift immediately. Like she didn't want to come in with us,
I
but she
know.
also didn't want to say no.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then I was like,
definitely
don't
felt
look,
that. Yeah.
don't look,
Well,
don't look.
so
I
much-
definitely felt the energy shift.
So much different than the men's room because it's me, Taylor, and Hutch. And Taylor's like, should we just cross swords? I'm like, come on over.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, you were at a Pride event.
Yeah, true that. True.
But yeah, I didn't know if Marie would have been like, what? Des and TJ are so weird. I had to go into the bathroom with them. I mean,
And we're just like looking at each other talking. We're like, la 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 la.
Her and I had
No
gone
big
to
deal.
a concert one time at a huge venue in Milwaukee, and it was a Backstreet Boys concert, right? And there was a line of like 400 women between the acts,
oh my Lord.
and it's a Backstreet Boys show. So there's like 10 whole dudes in there, right? And I went
I
into
would
the men's room, and there's
100% go in
50
there.
urinals and 50 stalls. And I walk out, and she's in line, and it's going to be like a half an hour. I'm like,
Yeah.
go in the men's room. I'll walk in there
Yeah.
with you. And she's like, I can't go in the men's room. I'm like, there's literally nobody in
100%.
there.
Also-
There's
I
nobody
would
in there.
1000% do that.
And I had like 6 women like, can we all go in there? I'm like, why not? Just go
Yeah.
use it. Why
You-
stand here
you
when that's
know.
completely empty?
It's
You
dumb.
almost want to make, in a situation like that,
Just make it unisex.
not to be sexist, but make it
Yeah.
unisex so everybody, like, more people can go.
If
Not
all
all-
the stalls are there and guys are just peeing, I don't care. Let all the women use that. We can all use the urinals. Let them all
Yeah.
use the stalls.
We went to the
No,
we
go
went
ahead.
to the Minnesota or the Gopher game when they played Nebraska, and we were down on the main level, and so there was nobody in the women's restroom, which is completely hilarious to me. But the line for the men's restroom was so freaking long at halftime
And
that I
you
was
never see that.
no,
normally.
and I like
Mhm.
took a video. I was like, aha! Now you know how it feels, suckers. This sucks. So that was fun.
but
But they wouldn't go into the women's restroom for that.
Oh,
that's the
absolutely not,
thing.
I wouldn't.
It's
Yeah.
That's
like,
different.
when like if a woman comes into a men's bathroom, like at a bar or whatever, men get like excited and they're like, yeah, whoa, whoa. But if like a man went in there, you'd be like, oh, you creep perv.
Yeah.
Which I
I've-
get, but
I've had people at bars, like at those bars when you're grabbing a drink or eating before XL Energy Center,
yeah.
and you're there, and those bathrooms are all tiny because they're not meant for all those people. It's like single stalls.
Mhm.
I've done where there's no line for the guys, and it's a single stall, and I know it because I've been there 100 times. And I zip in, use it, walk out, and the guy's like, "Really?"
And you're like,
And
yeah,
I'm like,
really?
"Yeah, there was no line."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have the opposite. There's a store by my house that I go to all the time, and they have 1 fitting room for men and 7 for women. Tell me that's not messed up. But if there was a guy in there and I saw him going before me and he had like 9 shirts, and I'm like, oh my God, it's gonna, and they're all like button ups. It's gonna take him forever.
Yeah,
And I'm
unbutton.
standing there and I'm looking at all the women's dressing rooms, and I'm like, none of them are being used. So finally I was like, screw it. I went over there, went in there, tried all my stuff, and I came out, and a woman standing there like staring at me, and she's like, "Men's is on that side," and I said, "Yeah." And there's one room, and you have 9,
Mm-hmm.
7.
I
however
used
many-
it.
Yeah, so I used it. Get over it.
And nobody was in there, so who cares?
Right.
No, I've plenty of times used the men's restroom and do not care
Yeah.
I mean, give me a couple of drinks. I'll pee wherever.
ever.
I don't
Grass, backyard,
care. Oh,
doesn't matter.
I will pee in a parking lot and have
Yeah.
many times.
This is good to know, Pidge. I'll do
Yeah.
what I did to you yesterday. Then I'm like, hey, go down and check out the men's room right now.
No, dude, I came back in here. I
You're
was like,
disgusting.
he's disgusting.
It's not me. I just happened to go in there.
No, you claimed it yesterday.
Is
You
that when you
claimed it.
came in and said you needed a moment in here?
That was Friday.
Oh God, it's so many times.
It's yes.
That's
and
disgusting. How old are you?
What?
Friday. You know what he does to
God,
me?
you're like-
105.
You're like the guy that's like, pull my finger.
100%.
Yeah.
Oh my
100%.
God.
He comes in.
gross.
I think he's gonna say like goodbye or
That's so
whatever.
gross.
And I'm like, you out of here? He doesn't say anything. He goes, and then just walks out.
Oh,
And I'm like,
no,
dude.
you echoed.
No. This is what he does too. No,
You
this is
did.
what he does.
Our canaries were singing to each other.
That is disgusting. I would vomit.
You're in the next room. We're looking at you through the glass because we're in those
No.
prod studios down there, TJ. So
Just think of the difference between men and women. What if I
No.
walked in your studio and went, "Hey, TJ, I got a present for you"?
Dude,
You
I'd be
go,
like, what the hell? Get out of here and take your stank ass with you. And then I would be mad at you. I'd be so irritated.
"Oh my God."
Ricky has never farted in front of me.
Nope.
We've been together 10 years.
Same with Taylor. We're
I-
not farter
we don't
people.
do that. We don't just, I cannot imagine him just sitting around on the couch being like,
I don't do it.
No.
hell.
I had
no.
a boyfriend who was like that many years
No.
ago, and I
I cannot.
was like, this is not for me.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
No.
I don't do it in front of Sammy, really.
Poor Marie.
what time
I
is
know.
it?
God. If Ricky ever
It
It
does,
goes both ways,
I
though.
told him,
Oh,
I'm
she
like,
does. She's a big farter.
She wasn't for like the first
What?
8 years we were together. And then all of a sudden she just one day was like, you know what? What comes around goes around.
Poor Crisco.
Good for her.
if Ricky, I told him in the beginning of our relationship, if you Dutch oven me, I will leave you.
Oh,
Yeah.
Taylor would never do that. He just isn't into gross stuff.
No,
Thank
I
God.
would leave him. My best friend told me her husband used to do that to her, and I was like, the audacity of that man.
Yeah,
Lots
I'd
of
get,
dudes do it though.
I'd get my
I
wiener
don't.
cut off, I think.
I don't Dutch
I
oven.
would divorce. I would be like, divorce.
I don't Dutch oven, but I fart in bed.
I mean,
With Marie?
ew, no.
But maybe you keep it closed down, like so you don't like fluff it
Well,
all
yeah,
I'm
out.
like,
don't
'cause
fluff it.
I'm on the right side. She's on the left. So I'll always shake the right hand side. So hopefully, like, you know, the way the
Yeah.
air flows.
Oh my
I know
God.
that move. I am very familiar with that move.
Wow.
And sometimes with the ceiling fan
No,
and a
this
really
is so
sour stomach,
gross.
it makes its
Dude,
way around the
you
room.
do a little left leg kick.
Oh, yeah.
Get it out. Get you. Get.
Get out of here. You little bugger.
Little stink.
I don't find this funny at all.
I'm sorry, Peach.
Hey, at least she's getting him back now.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Millie now will be like, Mom, do you toot? No.
No,
And she gets really upset at me. She's like, just admit it. There's no way that you don't toot. Everyone toots.
oh, that's funny. See,
I'm
my
like, not
kids
me.
know everybody toots, but River's like, but mommy. He
No.
actually said the other day, but mommies don't toot. And
No.
I said, buddy, I have to break it to you. Mommies do toot. And he goes, and I said, but we just don't. We choose. I said, if I have to toot, I'm going to go somewhere else and toot. Or, maybe that's a sign that you need to use the bathroom.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, okay.
You know, that's a common misconception. That doesn't mean you have to go to the bathroom. Some of us just have more air inside of us.
Misconception. I mean,
Yeah.
I do burp a lot, though. I think I get my air out
Goes
that
that
way.
direction. Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
I was embarrassingly old when I found out that women also number 2. I think I told you.
Yeah.
No.
You thought women just didn't?
Dude, I was like
Only person
28.
on earth that doesn't do that is Kim Jong Un.
He doesn't.
He
Oh.
doesn't. Yeah, if you read his book, he doesn't poop. He's
Mhm.
he
That's not a
golfed.
thing.
He golfed once and got 11 hole-in-ones.
Uh-huh.
He's bowled
Oh.
400, 300 games. Like literally, that stuff is in his book. But yeah, he doesn't poop.
He beat Dennis
Mhm.
Rodman in basketball.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Mm, that's fun.
I'm gonna write
Yeah.
a book like that and just sell it, make millions. Be like, look at me, I can be
On the
somebody.
On
In North
paper.
Korea, they only let them read like 4 books, and they all have to be about the Un family or Kim family. I can't remember. I think it's Kim. I think it's
Just,
Yeah,
can you
yeah.
even
Him?
imagine?
so that's all you get to read.
Never
So he can tell you.
tooting?
He could tell you exactly what he wants to tell you, and you have to believe it because how else are you going to know? They
That's
don't have
true.
the internet. You don't have
Nope.
other books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, when you really think about it, that's just absolutely horrid.
I know.
Ugh.
That's why I do.
That's why I don't
yeah.
visit there.
Yes, that's the
I was
only
planning
reason.
a trip, but I'm not going to go now.
Yeah.
For Christmas?
Oh.
And
Yeah.
does it Christmas in
It's
North
so
Korea?
delightful this time of year.
Beautiful snow-capped mountains. Their villages are absolutely adorable.
So cute. Oh.
Anyway,
What was that movie that was like a spoof on him?
The Interview, one of the
Oh,
greatest
Yes.
movies ever.
Dude,
where
Seth
he loved
Rogen?
Katy Perry, Seth
Yes.
Rogen, and
Is-
James Franco.
That's
Yeah, I
where
saw that.
Eminem
Oh.
has the best parody.
Oh
or
my God.
cameo.
The
Oh,
beginning.
it's so
Don't
It's
tell.
funny.
so you
Don't
need
tell
to watch
TJ in
it.
case she ever watches it. The beginning of that movie with Eminem. Even you watching the movie
Funny.
knowing that he's just acting, you go, "What? How did they
Yeah.
get Eminem actually to do this?"
Yeah,
I love Eminem.
true. I
Oh,
love him.
it's
He's
so funny.
So funny. And he says something, you'll be like, how did he?
Why?
He actually said that?
He actually said it for the movie.
Yeah, it's perfect.
They even in the movie are like, "Did Eminem just say what we think he said?"
Yeah. I
He
never
did.
saw the full movie though. Well,
You haven't seen it?
not the full.
Oh
Well,
gosh, now I kind of want to watch it again. 'cause-
They're driving tanks,
Yeah.
blowing stuff up, drinking margaritas, listening to Katy Perry. I mean, how much funnier can it be?
maybe
That's fun.
I did watch it once. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
You know
Anyway.
that Kim Jong Un, the real Kim Jong Un, wanted to have Seth Rogen and James Franco off for making that movie.
I
Yeah.
heard that.
Yeah.
He wanted to actually have them killed for that.
I'm
I heard that.
surprised that they still made the movie.
I know. Didn't they? There was like a delay in the release or something because of that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And I would question what he's
I know.
capable of.
he killed his own family members
Yeah.
in China. Had his own uncle off at the Chinese airport,
Yeah.
at like the Beijing
My
airport.
Wasn't that with
God.
like poison?
Yeah,
or-
they poisoned him in the
Yeah.
airport.
Yeah.
And I just like I always wonder, like all these people, like how
Should we
does
even be
nobody?
talking about this?
And we can all be killed next.
That's what I'm saying. I have nothing to do with this, Mr. Un.
Kim.
Kim
It's backwards.
Jong-un.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mr. Kim, I have nothing to do with this
Oh,
conversation.
it is backwards.
Yeah.
Forget about that.
Mr. Kim.
Okay, well that's enough talk about North Korea.
Let's talk
today.
about other dictators. Who's your favorite dictator? Go.
I was gonna say the boss. Only inside, it's an inside
joke.
Yeah.
Oh, this got weird.
It did get really weird.
I do want to
CJ.
watch the movie.
Should I
again
just
now.
like end it or something?
like no?
I mean, I have to end the
Yes, sir.
podcast if you want to end it.
Oh, do we have like a time limit?
I mean,
Because I feel like this is pretty done.
It's roasted. This is cooked.
she has like real work to do now. That's why.
Yeah.
I'm pretty done.
I get that.
Okay.
But where do you go after like?
Dictator talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to come back from,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
And twos.
Go Des and West, the After Hours podcast.
After Hours.